guys, this is Brad with Lucky 7 Racing and the Cars Coffee and Donut Automotive event that happens in San Diego, California. I'm back at the workbench today at home working on the RC cars, getting in some maintenance in on these things just before some club racing that I've got coming up. And I want to show you guys some of the new tooling and components that I've gotten to help with organization at the pit table at home and at the racetrack. And it really helps being able to keep things moving along as far as maintenance goes and keeping things organized. And the company we're looking at is Sticky Kicks RC. Now, I first learned about these guys as being a traction compound and a tire conditioner for your RC tires for both off-road and on-road racing. It was available through my local track there at SDRC Raceway, and it really helps with keeping the tires from loading up with dirt and being able to get better lap times essentially through their conditioning fluids. And the one that I use is this one here, which is the purple solution. This is a little bit more of an extreme solution. They have a bunch of different ones available, and they're all color-coded based on what you're working with as far as tire condition goes and track condition and the different surfaces you're racing on. So this is something I really like to have in my pit box for just helping out with getting better lap times. When I look further into these guys, I found out that they had other tooling and other components for around the pits, and it helped make things a little bit easier for when you're at the track. So I want to show you guys a little bit of what I've recently gotten a hold of. Now, before we get a little bit too far into this, I just want to let you guys know I paid for everything that I'm about to show you. None of this was given to me for free, not sponsored by Sticky Kicks at all. It just happens to be that these are the guys that I use. I've had some success with them. They're a small company based out of Southern California. I'm really enjoying getting to help out a small business, especially in these times with the COVID stuff going on. A lot of businesses have struggled, so it's something where you're able to support a small local business. Now, looking for this stuff anywhere, if you're in Southern California, a lot of the local hobby stores carry them. If they don't, check with your local hobby store. If you're not in the Southwest area or within the Southern California area, check with your local hobby store, see if they can get a hold of Sticky Kicks RC products, or you can go right online to their website, which I will have a link in the description below this video, so you guys can just go right on their website and see what they've got. So speaking of tires, these guys have also got some things to help with tire assembly. One of the ones are the tire bands. Now, a lot of guys just like to use rubber bands. These are made out of like a neoprene material. They're actually pretty strong. It's great for when you're gluing tires to the wheels. If you're doing a lot of wheel and tire assembly before a race, you've got multiple ones, it's good to have a number of these. Sticky Kicks will actually give these away for free if you purchase so much money worth of product from them sometimes. So when you're on their website, take a look at some of the deals they've got going. I've gotten a set of recently. I've got another set here that are pink. I've had these for about a year, so that tells you how long that I've had these and been able to make them work. They've lasted really well, and there's some good durability to them. So getting further into the tire stuff, they also have these tire canisters, which are great for keeping things organized just in the pit bag or around home on the workbench. Keeps your tires from going all over the place, especially if you're, like I said, assembling a bunch of wheels and tires. I've got my off-road buggy tires in here that fit for both the four-wheel and two-wheel drive buggies. I believe they have some other sizes for like short course or stadium truck or even 8th scale. So it's worth taking a look at what they've got if you don't have some of these, especially if you have multiple RC cars like I do. It helps just keep things a little bit better organized and not all over the place. So it's one of the things that I recommend if you don't have these. Something that, if you guys can answer for us there at the bottom, either yellow or white wheels, which ones are quicker? Let us know in the bottom in the comments. I prefer yellow. I think they're quicker, but some guys out there may prefer white wheels. Get a little bit more deeper into this. They've got a nice aluminum magnetic tray. Now these are great for when you're disassembling or even assembling new car kits. If you're taking a lot of screws out of small bags, or if you're just disassembling the car doing maintenance, this allows you to keep everything in one spot. God forbid you knock into like a pile of screws that you have sitting on the workbench and they all go flying. So this keeps that from happening, keeps them all in one location. It's nice and small, it's not too big, it's lightweight, easy to keep in the pit bag when you're going to and from the track. So it's not something that is going to take up a big space. We use these with full-size car stuff as well. So when I'm working on the race cars, working on karts, just doing general maintenance on my own personal car, if I've got to take a bunch of stuff apart, these magnetic trays are great for keeping all the nuts and bolts in one place. So it's worth the investment. Something else that they've gotten into recently, which a lot of companies are really starting to do more of, is lubricants for the car and doing general maintenance. Now these guys have differential rebuild kits for a lot of the popular car kits that are on the market. I recently got a hold of actually their basically kit of different greases. Now this has some ball diff grease in it for rebuilding your ball diffs. It's got black assembly grease and also has red O-ring grease. They come in these syringes, which makes it really nice because it keeps things a little bit more cleaner. You don't have grease going all over the place as you're trying to put things together. So it's something that I'm looking forward to using here because I've got to take apart these cars and get some shock work done, and it's just good to have in general to be able to keep things organized. And one of the things I was really looking for recently, and if you've watched any of my other videos, I talk about having a good set of wrenches for just general assembly. And I do have some, but they're getting a little worn out. So I've recently purchased a new set of wrenches, which is from Sticky Kicks RC, which is one of the things they do. They've started to specialize more in these, and they have a number of different wrench kits. Now you can buy the wrenches and you can buy nut drivers individually, or you can buy them as a kit. I actually bought one of the kits. So one of the things I also got was a turnbuckle wrench. This is made out of titanium. It's nice and lightweight. It's a small wrench. It's great for when you're making turnbuckle adjustments between your camber and your toe settings, especially if you're doing stuff on the fly. Make a few laps, make an adjustment, make a few more laps, make an adjustment, or if you're just in general setting up the car at the pit table, it's a good thing to have. Being made out of titanium, it's lightweight, it's extremely strong. It's not like aluminum, which is also lightweight, but aluminum is also easy to bend. So keep that in mind when you're looking at a turnbuckle wrench. So the toolkit that I actually got from these guys comes in this great handy bag. This is actually the more higher end one. It's the Pro Kit. It's 11 different pieces. They have a couple of different ones as well. Now this one has 4 different nut drivers in it. It's got 4 different Allen drivers. It's got a nice set of scissors. It's got a body reamer, and it's got a shock wrench on it for assembling shocks and for assembling turnbuckles as well. And it's got a bunch of different markings on it for measurements. Just a really good kit to have overall. Price-wise, it's comparative to some of the other wrench sets that are out there. In fact, some companies don't even have a wrench set. You have to buy each one individually. This is nice because it keeps it all in one carrying case, which comes with these, and it keeps it, pretty well organized within the bag. So, and it's also not real heavy either. These are also made from titanium, which again, titanium is a lightweight metal, but it's very strong. It's not like aluminum where it's a lightweight material with aluminum, but it's easy to bend. So it's worth the investment if you don't have something like this already. They've got a few different variations of this toolkit, and they'll even do some custom colors for you as well, as I understand it. So if you're looking at this, get a hold of them directly and see what they can do for you. One of the other things I splurged on, which you don't necessarily need to, is actually the kit that holds the tools together and keeps them organized when they're on your pit table. So that's this here. It's a nice machine unit. They've got a few different variations of this with different colors and a few different designs for their toolkit as well. I went and splurged on this. I think it was worth it because it keeps the wrenches all in one place when you're at the track or when you're just at the workbench. And again, real nice lightweight components are made out of lightweight material, so it's not real heavy in your pit bag. Keep in mind that any sort of tooling or extra components that you get as you're trying to organize things, it's added weight to your pit bag, getting in and out of the car, going to and from the track, just more that you have to deal with. So this is nice and lightweight along with the tools. And the other stuff that I have here is pretty lightweight as well. One of the other cool, unique accessories that I got was this. It's actually a little stand for your phone. It's designed to hold smartphones, tablets in place when you're at the track. You want to look at lap times on your phone. You want to watch things on YouTube. This cool little stand is great to have. It's one of the unique little accessories that they have there from Sticky Kicks. Now, from what I've shown you here, they also have other components. They have differential rebuild kits. They actually have lightweight screw kits, lightweight turnbuckle kits. They have some wiring harnesses for charging, and there's just some other good RC components that they carry. So it's worth giving these guys a look. I'm going to have a link at the bottom of this video so you can take a look at what else is there, like I said before. Otherwise, it's always good to check with your local hobby store and support them, because if you're buying it from the local hobby store, they're ultimately buying it from the manufacturer, and everybody wins. So just keep that in mind as you're looking at some of this stuff. So this is it for now. I need to get to work on the maintenance of these cars. So this is Brad with Lucky 7 Racing and the Cars Coffee and Donut Automotive event that happens in San Diego, California. And I'll see you guys at the racetrack.